Hey, what's going on, compadre? How you doing? Jeff Amon here. Hope you're having a fantastic day. All right, so in this video, I'm going to do a couple things. Want to go over my 3-day results with My Traffic Powerline. I want to go into my vision for the future of My Traffic Powerline and how it's going to fit into the Easy Commission funnel, which is a funnel that I created, how it is going to exist outside of the Easy Commission funnel too. So if you're not a part of that, I'm going to be building a brand new standalone funnel just for My Traffic Powerline if you just want to promote that. And also kind of want to get into my backstory just a little bit, because a lot of people come to me and they say that they're feeling frustrated and they say that nothing they do ever works. And I can 100% identify with that, guys. You're going to hear my story. My story goes all the way back to 2006 when I tried to start making money online. I hit rock bottom back in 2014. We'll get to that in just a minute. Right now, if you can see here, guys, 3-day totals. I joined on August 22nd, 2023. Right? So 3 days ago, and today is Friday. And as you can see, guys, averaging over $3,000 per day with My Traffic Powerline. If you go to my bank here, you can see that these commissions are rolling in. They're not just from the actual referrals that I'm making, but 2,490 total deposits, guys, as you can see, just coming in here from people on my team who are already taking action and earning money. Of course, people on my team are getting spillover because of all the volume that I'm bringing. My sponsor in this program is one of the biggest in the industry, guys, and he is bringing spillover as well. So it's a fantastic team to be a part of. I don't want you to join just because you think that you're going to get spillover here, guys, though. I want you to join because you understand what we're bringing to the table. So the funnel that I'm bringing to the table here, guys, it is going to flat out work. My Easy Commission funnel I'm currently the number 2 guy over at Live Good with over 900 referrals. Here, as you saw, in just 3 days, 268 active members in 3 days. I'm gonna create a high converting funnel for all my people. And guys, this pay plan just flat out works. It works fast, as you can see, $3,000 days right out of the gate. And the cool thing about this is it is a low ticket program. I mean, come on, what other low ticket program do you see people making $3,000 a day with? Not many, right? So this pay plan is very powerful. So you're going to want to learn about that. For you guys out there who are feeling frustrated, guys, in 2006, all right, I was in the Air Force and in the barracks, in the dorms that I was living in the Air Force, I was a guy that was doing chain letters. All right. So you guys probably remember the chain letter thing that happened a long time ago. Heck, there's probably still chain letters out there, but you would buy a list of addresses and then you'd make these letters and send it out, and then they'd send money back to you, and it was just a mess. All right. So that's where I got my start, guys, doing chain letters in 2006. When I got out of the Air Force in 2008, I came home. I was looking for a job for about a year. And during that time, of course, I was doing nothing but working online, trying to make money online. Complete failure. I'd make some money here and there, but nothing that would, support myself. even if I, nothing to put the food on the table, so to speak. So found a job 2007 and moved up to San Antonio. And once again, I'm working my job, making some pretty decent money, but I'm doing nothing but working this job on the side, man. I'm hardcore. I mean, it's not just my hobby, but when I get home after work and I'm doing this and I'm sinking money into it, just sinking money into trying to make money online like you would not believe. Not afraid to spend money. Literally, I think over the years, I've probably spent multiple 6 figures on on training, on different programs. I guarantee that when I first was getting started, I'd have shiny object syndrome, right? So I'd jump from one program to the next, just at an absurd rate. It's not a very smart thing to do. And so I failed. I failed and I failed and I failed. I had my first success in 2013. Now in 2013, I just got married. It was 2012. I just gotten married, and we were looking to buy a house, and so it kind of came at the right time. I had made around, in a matter of a couple months, I made around $8,000 or $9,000, and I was the biggest success that I had ever had by far. Just nothing even had come close to that. And I was able to pay off some debt, and I was able to come up with some down payment money for a house. And so at about month 3 of that company went out of business. It was a business that it came out of nowhere. It was kind of a high ticket program, and unfortunately it went out of business. A lot of businesses back in those days did that. All right, they were here one day, gone the next. And so that broke my heart, because it's the only thing that I had ever made money with. And so that's 2013. In 2014, and so, of course, that broke my heart. That wasn't my rock bottom here. 2014 was. All right. So 2014, check this out, guys. All right. So there was a chance to get mentored by a guy that I'd been following online, multimillionaire, been following him online for many, many years, and liked the way he did things. And he's one of the guys that really hit home the email marketing aspect. And that's what I focus on mostly in my business, is building my email list, email marketing. One of the guys that really implanted that in my brain, and I'm glad he did. But he had a mentorship program going on. I can't remember the exact number. I think it was $5,000. So I was digging into my savings, and I was going to pay that $5,000 to go get mentored by this guy. All right, to join his program, I should say. So one of the things that you had to do in order to get into this mentorship program is you had to fill out this application and tell him why, why he should think that you're a good fit. Basically, it was like a resume type thing. So he was only going to work with a select few people, and he asked for just like something written to write in. Of course, I really wanted to get into this mentorship program, and so I was like, the hell with that. I ain't going to write anything in. I'm going to make a video. And so I made like a 10-minute video showing everything that I had done in the past, and why I wanted to be his student and all that kind of stuff. Plus, he had seen me on the leaderboard for that. He was actually an affiliate for that program that went out of business. So he saw me on the leaderboard. So he knew my name. He saw me applying to his mentorship. And so what he did next blew my mind. And it's funny how this went from like the peak of, my online experience to the rock bottom really, really quickly. Because he wrote me back and he said, Jeff, all right, so hold on, let me pause this real quick. I'm going to go get a glass of water. I didn't know I was going to be talking this much. All right, so this guy emails me back, and he tells me something that blows my mind. He says, Jeff, you know what? Don't pay me the $5,000 or whatever it was for the mentorship. Don't pay me that. Go ahead and book yourself a flight to Washington, D.C. Come on up. And if you pay for the flight, you pay for your hotel expenses, all that kind of stuff, come to my office in Washington, D.C., and I'll show you the ropes, man. I'll show you behind my business. I'll show you how it's going to blow your mind what you're going to learn. And I was over the moon. I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it. I was like, this is it. This is it. I'm going to finally start succeeding. I'm going to finally get to know what's really going on behind the scenes and figure this all out. All right. So I'm just, I'm excited. I I'd say, hell yes. I booked my flight, booked my hotel, and a week later, it's the morning of the meeting, and I'm in this office building downtown DC, just like a stone's throw away from all the, Washington Monument and all that kind of stuff from the White House, and just feeling like it's surreal, right? Feeling like my dreams are finally about to come true. And so I'm sitting there in the lobby. An hour passes, don't hear anything. Nobody comes down to get me. 2 hours pass, nobody comes down to get me. I'm sitting there emailing, texting. Hey, I'm here. I hope you're here. Uh, and it doesn't get back to me. So he didn't get back to me the entire day. And I don't tell anybody about this. I don't tell my wife this. I'm sitting there in DC. I don't call and say, yeah. If she called and asked how the first day went, I'm like, oh my God, it's going great. I should have told her the truth, obviously, but I figured that, maybe the next day, he'd show up and rectify everything. So I just kept it to myself. Second day comes around. And so I end up walking all over, looking at the White House, all the money. I was in my cowboy boots. I didn't bring any walking shoes. I didn't think I was going to go sightseeing. So at the end of that day, I was walking around in my cowboy boots for like 3 hours. My feet were killing me. I was pissed off, contemplating life, like wondering how in the hell did I get here? What is going on? I got scammed. And it was pretty rough. Day 2, same thing. Didn't hear anything, just crickets. And man, so I end up flying back. Of course, I tell my wife at that point what had happened. And I still hadn't heard back anything from him at that point. I mean, that was rock bottom. I was like, to go from a high like that to where you think that you're just around the corner from finally making this happen, from finally learning from somebody who can show me the ropes, and then getting your hopes and your heart crushed like that, man, it was really, really rough. And he did get back to me about a week later, and it was not his fault. All right. So he had gotten in a car accident. He had came near to death. He refunded me my plane ticket and everything, but he was getting out of the industry for a while. So all that was rectified. But just the fact that I was so close, man, I was so close. I was sitting there. I was moments away from finally having my breakthrough, and then having that taken away was really hard. And I kind of took a few months off at that point, but only a few months, because I was never going to give up. I hated my job. I absolutely despised my job. And I was like, I've already spent the last 10 years trying to do this. I'm not going to quit. I am not going to give up. So about 2 months later, I get back in the game, man. I get back in the game, and I start doing the same things that I had done in the past. And I kept on failing. I kept on failing. And here's the thing, though, guys. Here's the thing. Through this entire timeline of me failing, I knew in the back of my head what I needed to do. I needed to be building my audience. I needed to be building my email list, and I needed to be consistent, but I just was not doing that. In 2017, so 3 years later, guys, I'm still doing this. I'm still failing. I'm making some money here and there. At this point, I'm probably making about, I don't know, $1,000 a month from various programs. Once again, nothing that I can quit my job with, nothing that I can support my wife and my kids with. 2017, I really focus in. I doubled down on focusing on building my email list and promoting high quality programs that create predictable passive income. I really doubled down on that. And within a year, from 2017, that's what I was doing. I was consistent with my email follow-up. I was consistent with building my email list every single day. I was consistent with the high quality affiliate programs that actually help people. I was promoting tools, software in the industry, that everybody needs. And I was making enough recurring income to where I could pay the mortgage and I could pay the bills. And I was like, babe, it's time to take a leap of faith here. I'm just going to go all in. now that I know the formula, so to speak, it's consistency, it's building your email list. And a lot of people, do this. They build their audience in different ways. Right? You build your big social media following or whatever. For me, it's building my email list. That is what allows me to have $3,000 days with a brand new program like My Traffic Powerline. All right. I'm going to teach you how to do that, by the way, as a bonus. On the bonus page, you're going to see a training that says, watch this if you want to change your life, something around that, along those lines. And I simply go through my exact business model. It's nothing groundbreaking. It's simply being consistent doing certain things. And if you're consistent doing certain things, your life will change. You'll start getting immediate results like I did back in 2017. And the thing about my business model is it's incremental. It keeps on getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And so as you keep on going and you stay consistent, well, then before you know it, you're joining a high value program like My Traffic Powerline, and you're having $3,000 days. You're number 2 on the leaderboard at Live Good and making over $20,000 per month in recurring income. Before you know it, these things start to add up. All right, guys. And so, yeah, that's kind of the origin story of how I got to where I am right now. It took a long ass time to get here. So if you're thinking to yourself, you've been online for a couple months and you're not succeeding and you're getting frustrated and you're about to give up, guys, do you really want it that much? I mean, you gotta make a decision that you want this. Because if you're going to give up after a few months, it doesn't sound like you want it. But the good thing for you, the great thing for you is that you don't have to go through the same thing that I did. All right. On the team training page that I'm going to give you with MTP, I'm going to give you my business outline. I'm going to show, and I'm going to give you actually access to my email training as well, the main video, Profit Fundamentals. You're going to get free access to that as well when you join My Traffic Powerline. And you're going to see the exact step that I started taking in 2017 to quit my job in 2018. And from 2018, where it was a bit smaller, now you're going to see what has taken me to being number 2 on the leaderboard at Live Good, which is the main income stream inside of Easy Commission Funnel. Guys, in 3 days, number 2 on the leaderboard here, all-time earnings with My Traffic Powerline in only 3 days. It's just because of these these things that I do that incrementally increase my income. So this time next year, guys, I'm going to be making more money than I am this year. That's how it's been since 2018. Every single year, my income gets bigger because I've got a good foundation and I do the right things to build my online business. And I want to show that to you on the team training page. So once again, I just want to thank everybody who has joined me so far in My Traffic Powerline, and I can't wait to help you take this income stream to the moon, whether you use Easy Income Funnel to build it, or you use the new funnel that I'm going to be coming out with just for My Traffic Powerline. It is going to be super powerful. The training page has if you really take in the information on the training page, it can change your life if you come at it at the right direction and you stay consistent with what I teach on the team training page. It's what I'm doing, guys. It's what I'm doing to get these results. So if you actually take action on what is on that page, you're going to see results. All right, guys, that's all I got. This video is already like 19 minutes long, so I'm going to let you go. We'll talk soon. Peace.